What is up, fellow YouTubers? So I am back giving you guys another brand new commentary video. On this one, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my favorite horror movies. I'm actually going to be talking to you about this while I actually have some gameplay footage over top of it. So I hope you guys enjoy whatever it is that I end up putting. I'm going to kind of combine both my YouTube channels, like my movie channel and my gaming channel, into this channel, occasionally kind of talking about expressing different things. So hope you guys enjoyed that. And I guess my first horror movie that I ever saw as a kid would have to be Aliens. That was the movie that well, actually no, it wasn't. It was actually Poltergeist, which honestly that movie scared the crap out of me as a kid. I used to have sleepovers and we used to kind of watch that movie constantly when my friends came over. And that was one of the things that I actually enjoyed as a kid, was kind of watching these movies. But as I kind of gradually gotten older, I'm not a huge horror movie fan anymore. So that's why you don't really see me kind of watching horror movies or even like talking about them on some of my other channels. So that one, I would have to say The Hills Have Eyes is a really good horror movie. The newer one, not so much as the older one. I haven't really seen the older one yet. I did like it a lot. I don't know why I don't have that movie anymore. I'll probably have to go pick that up at some point. I liked that. I liked Aliens, which is another huge movie that I grew up enjoying as a kid. That movie was like one of the first real rated R movies that I saw as a kid. Like, that was a hardcore R, and it was something that I remember growing up even liking the most. I feel like the first one was more or less a horror movie. The second one is more or less a combat movie, and I really like combat sci-fi movies, especially ones that deal with horror in that aspect. So that'd be my third choice. My fourth choice for one of my favorite horror movies would have to be Friday the 13th. Now, I like Jason. He's a badass. He wields a machete, and he just goes around killing people that somewhat deserve it. Other times they don't really deserve it, which is kind of disheartening when you're watching a movie and you see this big brooding guy that's just slaughtering people. But in any case, that is another character from a horror movie that I really like. There's a lot of them out there that I've seen. I just don't really remember them that much, just because I don't really watch horror movies as much as I used to. Paranormal Activity was actually another one that I really enjoyed recent years. The first one, not the other sequels that came out that were just made as a cash grab. I felt like the first one really did revitalize the kind of the found footage movie in the style of the Blair Witch Project, which is another found footage genre like Cloverfield that kind of sprung up around this time. And those were sort of the movies that I grew up liking a lot. There's Friday the 13th, and then Nightmare on Elm Street was another one that I really liked. So I would have to say those were kind of my favorite horror movies growing up. I didn't really watch a whole lot of horror movies, and those are kind of the ones that I grew up watching. So forgive me if I don't really have a huge horror movie background. Like, as you can tell, I'm more of like a science fiction kind of war type of person, and those movies just kind of intrigue me a lot more now than they used to. So I do have kind of like, I am branching out, so I do watch a little bit more stuff nowadays than I would before. But I mean, my things tend to shift and move around and stuff. So yeah, I would have to end this with, those are kind of my top favorite horror movies of all time. Let me know in the comments section kind of what you guys think are like your favorite like horror movies growing up as a kid, and tell me what you think about the movies that I kind of have listed up on here, and get back to me whenever you have the time. So I would like to say thank you guys for supporting this channel. I know that I'm kind of like moving into a new setup, and I'm kind of like doing new stuff, and I'm getting new stuff, and I'm trying to make this the perfect channel that I obviously think it can be. And hopefully down the line this sort of pays off. It's more or less a hobby, as you guys know, and I really enjoy doing this, so I have no problem kind of on my off times just kind of making videos and stuff. It really does give me some enjoyment out of the day when I'm able to come home after a long day of work and just kind of can sit down and talk about stuff that I really enjoy, which is movies, gaming, and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll definitely be pumping out more of these, especially like face cams and stuff like that. So in the meantime, you guys got this to watch.
UAV above.
I'm gonna punch him, but you never want to let me.
Marking care package coordinates.
I was gonna punch him now.
Way to tear it up, Sentinel. Way to tear it up, Sentinel.
Disappointing. Dragon Slayer, huh?